Hey boys, welcome to Neighborhood Picks. If you didn't already like and subscribe, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. Fantasy football. There's two receivers I want to speak about today that are very, very important and just by name recognition alone. Now, last year in the NFL, we had 27 1,000-yard receivers. So that's why every year in our draft, it feels like we all have loaded receivers because there really are way more 1,000-yard receivers, 26 or 27, than running backs. There was only 7 1,000 running backs in the league last year. So the two receivers I want to talk about today are superstars in their own right and have had a confusing last few years. I want to talk about Julio Jones going to the Bucks and Michael Thomas. Now, when we're in our drafts, in basements or online, you can bet your ass that in the 5th round or higher, one of us is going to be looking at Julio Jones and Michael Thomas, and then it's going to be a little thin, and somebody's going to go for these guys. So, what do I think each of them are going to do this year? How do I think they're going to be? Well, let's talk it out. Michael Thomas led the world in receiving the last full season he played, 2019. Now, he's only 29 years old now, so he's very young. He had 149 catches and, super yards and touchdowns. But then 2020, he hurt his ankle. And then 2021, he got the surgery. There was some problems in the locker room. They were calling him, some shit happened, and then he just disappeared. But now he's back, and he's 28, and the last time he played, he was the best receiver. So at first impulse, I would say Michael Thomas, because Julio Jones, he had a very low year with Tennessee last year, 30-something catches, nothing. And his last year in Atlanta was his first down year there. He had a bunch of 1,000-yard seasons. Then he had only 40 catches in Atlanta. So for 2 years, he's been stumbling out of the gates and getting hampered with little injuries. So at first glance, I would say Michael Thomas. But then I thought about it. The last time Michael Thomas was there, Drew Brees was peppering him with that get rid of the ball quick. Michael Thomas, big body, only runs a 4.57 40. Michael Thomas would get his body in front of you and catch those balls. I don't know if that's the style of play Jameis plays, because I know he goes deeper. He's a different style quarterback. So, and you got Chris Olave, the rookie in New Orleans, and another good receiver. So the jury's out on Michael Thomas to me. So I don't love Michael Thomas this year as a definite wide receiver number one. Why do I like Julio Jones a little bit better? I'm going to tell you right now. Julio Jones, this is like a contradicting myself video in my own mind, because I've never had Julio Jones on my fantasy team. I used to call him Hooli Toe because he had a little turf toe for like 5 years, but he always played. Julio Jones is always dinged up. I can remember years and years where Julio's got the questionable tag, plays 7 for 210, and one of them explosion games. His only problem lately is staying healthy. So then let's think some more. Let's talk this thing out. Where is he going? He's going to Tampa Bay. Who's he going with? Tom Brady. I'm thinking if he gets with Tom Brady, I'm serious. The TB12. He gets in there. He starts throwing those fucking rubber bands around. Whatever he can do to stay healthy. I'm sure Brady is helping him with his trainer stay healthy. The TB12, the plyometrics, all that shit. Julio says he's 100%. Now, Tom Brady lost his center and his 2 guards. He lost Chris Godwin to an ACL. They're going to ease Godwin back. There's no timetable yet for his return. That means I would be shocked if Julio goes 17 games and does great. But, however, the first 6 weeks of the season, I would not be surprised if Julio Jones went for 600 yards and had an Atlanta Julio run. Why? Because you got Tom Brady with 3 hurt linemen. What did Tom Brady do a lot before Bruce Arians and the New England? One, like Roethlisberger last year. Snap, hike, throw. You're going to see a million get it and get it out of your hand throws from Brady. You're going to see bubble screens, rocket screens to Julio. I think you're going to see Julio Jones's catches go up because it's not just going to be bombs. You have him as the deep threat, of course, because Julio is only 33. Julio Jones is a different type of athlete. Julio ran a 4.3 and change 40, much faster than Michael Thomas. So if Julio's healthy, I have more faith in him to produce. Now you got Tom Brady's going to be getting rid of balls very fast. Brady does not hold on to the ball. That means receptions are going to go up. It's more like when Breeze was throwing to Thomas. Julio never had this, really. So Ryan's good, but he's not Brady. So if Julio can stay healthy on the TB12, Brady, quick passes, quick passes, quick passes. I'm seeing Julio with a 6-week healthy pocket before Godwin comes back and things get more crowded as being one of the best receivers in fantasy football, weeks 1 to 6. After that, I can't tell you. But if he doesn't get dinged up, I'm looking for him to come out of the gates in the league leaders. After 1 month, I'm expecting 520 yards after the first 4 games. It's Julio Jones, man. He's 33. He's in shape. Tennessee is a running offense. You still got Tannehill. I don't care how good they were. It's a different animal. Julio in Tampa Bay with Brady has me not underestimating him. If he's there in the 5th round or something, you're going to have to take a serious look at Julio Jones. So my comparison today between Michael Thomas and Julio Jones going into fantasy, I'd have to give the nod to Julio Jones right now because there's more unknown with Thomas. He's coming off an ankle surgery as well. We don't know if he'll be back to form. Julio just keeps getting dinged up. He says he's 100%, and we know he's a 4.3 guy with a LeBron-type body. So be aware for Julio Jones' resurgence year this year on Tampa Bay. All right, this is Neighborhood Picks. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. I'm on TikTok, Neighborhood Picks, and Neighborhood Picks 12. Twitter, Neighborhood Picks 12. And my Gmail, Neighborhood Picks 12. All right, at Gmail. So hit me up, comments in the box, and I'll talk to you soon. Julio, Michael Thomas, Julio.